Hello, everybody.
Help me, Mike. I can't see the stream.
You can't see the stream. Open your eyes, Swifty.
Oh, there it is. Now I can see it. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. There's sandwiches.
My stack.
Your stack. Man, you're stacked.
I can hear us on your
I muted my computer. I realized and I muted.
Ah.
I've amended the situation. Don't worry. Hey guys! Labrea, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, whoa! Benevolent Knight, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Congratulations to Nuclei. Hey, Shiv! Feather Compressor, Zomont, John Gamebeer, and Shockroach. And who these sandwiches were from also, thank you. I don't know who these were from. But thank you. Thank you. How's everyone doing? Hey, it's been a while.
It's been a good bit, huh?
It has been a good bit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Because there are bits.
I made the joke. Why would I not get the joke? I made the joke.
I didn't know if you made it consciously or if you.
I did. Because I'm just that good.
You're pretty good.
Anyway.
Not good enough to beat me in collecting these, though.
Oh, don't tempt me.
You couldn't win if you tried. That's for me to do and for you to find out that I do.
Yeah, you won.
I'm back. Yeah. Hey guys, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on?
What the heckle?
What the heckle?
What the heckle?
It's great to see you. I really miss streaming.
Did you?
I'm so happy we could stream again.
Did you miss it?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
So, this much. The distance between my hands much. I saw a gift box. Thank you so much for this gift box. I wonder what's inside it. Makes weird sounds when I shake it. That's an anonymous gifter. Gave RJ3, that's me, a tier 1 sub.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Thank you so much. And Benevolent Knight, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Scriblin. They've given 29 gift subs. That's a lot of gift subs.
That's a lot of...
Oh my goodness. Mad Skull Designs, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
What is happening?
You guys are bonkers. Thank you so much.
What is happening?
What the heck? I can't even ask you guys how you are because the chat is... There's too much happening. There's too much happening. I really missed you guys. I wanted to stream yesterday, but Mike was like... We should instead spend the time preparing to get the cats. Because you know who came back to home yesterday? The cats did.
The cats did.
My mum's been watching them. They went to her big house with the banisters and the stairs and everything. And they got spoiled for a week while we were away.
Because we were away.
We didn't. But they came back yesterday.
Did we tell people we were going to be away?
I mean, I asked you if you would. Did you tell anyone that we weren't going to be streaming for a week?
I forgot.
But you said I'm sure you said you'd done it.
I forgot.
I can't believe you.
I was ill and stressed and I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot.
I can't believe this.
Nobody knew anything.
I can't believe this.
Nobody knew
anyone.
Nothing.
Hey, guess what, guys? We went to LA.
We went to LA.
We went to LA last week. We didn't stream.
We were in the US.
I'm sorry we haven't streamed for a week, but we were in America. We were doing some things. I'm gonna say thank you for these because I really appreciate it.
We're a Hollywood bird and bear now.
Yeah, we
went to meet with.
We went to the place where all the beautiful people are.
We went to meet with a ton of execs. We're making a movie now.
Wait, it's already come out.
No, new one. Bird and Bear Go to Hollywood.
Pilky, thank you so much for the gifted subs. 5 gifted subs to Mountain Eucalyptus, Little Meg, Knock JL, Etherstar, and Marcus the Fisher. I'm so sorry that we forgot to tell you guys that we would not be here. That was very stupid of us.
Alex first.
You just laugh.
What?
I was getting mad at you and you just ignored me.
You were mad at me.
You tuned me out.
Why are you mad? Why are you mad at me?
Oh, never mind.
I told you I don't tell people about my life.
When did you tell me this?
When you were like, you should tweet that we're doing this, and I was like, no.
You didn't say no. You said yeah, sure.
No. There was another. There's another time you asked me.
It's okay. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ruined what you were gonna say.
You didn't ruin it. I didn't say it.
Well, now we'll never know.
This is it's a common thread here. I forgot.
Yes, I did keep retweeting Rise stuff because guess what, guys? The Rise movie is out. And yes, that's totally why we went to LA. We got invited to the... Well, I got invited to the launch party. I was unfortunately unable to take Mike into the launch party itself for the Rise movie.
I went to fall asleep in a bar instead.
He did literally fall asleep in a bar.
I went in a bar and I fell asleep.
Just because COVID restrictions meant that they weren't allowing +1s. But I got to go to the Rise movie premiere. And I got to meet all my friends who worked on it. It was awesome. And they gave us pizza and it was awesome. We got to watch it the day before it was released on Netflix. Speaking of which, have you guys all watched the Rise movie yet? Has everybody watched the Rise movie yet? Have you had your daily dose of turtles? Have you seen it yet? You should see it. You should see it.
No.
Oh no! No, the red ones! The red ones! The red ones! Oh, the reds! The red ones!
I shan't let you.
You shan't let me. I shan't let you. Yes. Yes. No. Ha. Where are the? Where is the red? Yes. I can't tell if that's a book or a red one.
Oh, you beat me.
Ha 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 ha. Los Haggis, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Hey. Ionoki, thank you for the 1,000 bits. That was so cool of you. Thank you.
Ionoki says Rise of the
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Turtle power.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, the Rise of the TMNT movie is really good. You should watch it. It has boards from many very cool people, and I am one of those people.
You are one of those boarders.
One of the people who worked on it was me.
You want to see some Swifty boards?
Oh, well, no.
You tweeted them.
I did. I tweeted them.
They're a bit of a spoiler.
You have to go and find them. They are a bit of a spoiler. Hey, now, don't watch them if you haven't watched the movie.
Growmail says, from Snowtwig, do you need to watch the TMNT series before the film for it to make sense?
You actually don't.
You don't.
There is a little bit of context, though, that would help. It would make the movie better, I think. The things that you need to know before going into the movie, if you haven't watched the series, are that this version of TMNT have not yet become the heroes that they're supposed to be. So they're a little bit different than you'd expect. They have mystic powers, and Raph was the leader for the series because he was the biggest brother, so he kind of defaulted into that position. And this is maybe changing up in the movie. I don't know. Maybe I have to watch it.
Context will always make things better, and the series is really enjoyable.
Yeah,
so
I recommend watching it first.
You could watch the movie, then the series, then the movie.
Yeah, I recommend watching the series first, but you don't have to. You can totally watch the movie without that. It just gives a bit of context to the fact that they have powers and that the personalities are a little different than you might expect.
The series isn't that long.
It's not that long. The episodes are only 11 minutes each.
Yeah.
And there's only a season and a half of it. Onster! Onster! It's so good to be back. Thank you. How are you doing, Onster? How is everyone doing? Now I can see you all in chat. I can see you now. Chat's not going quite so fast. How's everyone doing? Oh, camera. Oh, camera. Oh. Okay, stopped.
I'm the star of this show.
You're the star of my show.
It's because you keep running outside of the thing.
Now I'm the star.
Look at how she shines.
I'm walking in the space.
Triggering the camera zoom.
Bum 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 bum.
Onster moved.
Onster moved.
Onster moved.
Where did she go? Where did she move to? Where is she?
She's in her new place.
Wow. Congratulations, Onster. Congratulations. I hope it's super nice and awesome. I hope it's super nice and awesome. I held off sending you a gift basket because I was like, I waited so long that now Onster's gonna move soon.
New address.
So I'll send
required.
it to you. I'll send it to your new place if you're okay to give me the place where it is. but yeah, you know, privately.
Frenchie Armini said, my professor also worked on the Rise of TMNT and showed us some boards, and when he mentioned you, India, I got really excited for you.
He mentioned me?
Who's your professor?
Who's your professor?
Who's
He
your
mentioned me?
who's
What
your
a cool
professor?
dude. He worked on the movie. Oh, what a cool dude. Was he at the premiere? Did I meet him? Did I shake your hand? Oh, it's a raid time.
Coda.
Coda! Hey, Coda! Long time no see. How's it going?
Avasti. What's that?
Oh, you must. Haha. Oh ho ho! Get him! Get him! Ah! Get him! You missed what I get. I'll get him. I'll get him. Ha ha ha! Ha ha!
Nicely done, India.
Thank you.
Cleared the board.
No, don't bomb me! No! Ah! Ha!
You
Ha!
survived.
I'm fine.
Well done.
Thank you. Hey Coda, how's it going?
Welcome
Thank
in,
you so
everybody.
much for the raid. Thank you so much for the Thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to? How are you?
Game. Hey, India, you want to come and see the new thing that I made?
What? Yeah. What? Let go of me. Or hand me.
Watch this. Game. It worked.
I can't believe it worked. That's incredible. Well done.
Thank you.
That game was pre-recorded, guys. It just is going to do that every time one of us gets thrown off screen now.
Game.
Coda was playing Chrono Cross. I hope it was an awesome time. I've heard that game is awesome. Game.
I went too slow.
Frenchie said he didn't mention going to the premiere. He just kept gushing at his favourite boards by Professor's Alan. Your Professor's Alan? Alan won?
Whoa.
He was there. I got to shake his hand.
Him hand.
Yes. I got to shake it.
That's cool.
He's amazing. Alan 1 is incredible. He's an incredible boarder. And I believe that he trained Kevin, Boarder Supreme. You may have seen his stuff breaking the internet recently. Kevin boarded many of the fights and the most intense emotional parts of the movie because he's incredible.
He's very good.
He was also co-head of story with JJ, who's also incredible.
And if he's listening, hello.
If he's listening, hi Kevin.
Hi Kevin. Go to bed, Kevin.
Go to bed, Kevin. What are you doing awake? Get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, What were we saying? We were in LA last week. It was amazing. We got to meet Alan Wan. He's awesome. I wish that I'd got to speak to him a little bit more, but I didn't get to speak to him as much as I wanted to.
Next time.
Next time.
That's what you got to keep thinking.
Next time.
Next time.
I'll send him a message and tell him that he's amazing. Apparently breaking everything by your PC. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm not complaining. The fact that I had a good enough PC to open Kevin's files is the reason people kept sending them to me to export. And I was like, thank you. Yes, send me all of Kevin's files, please. I want to amass them on my PC so I can study them. Everyone in chat saying Kevin is incredible. It's very happy. I hope that he's here to stare at it with his eyeballs and feel it in his heart. We've got a crow mail. What's that, Mike? What is that? First, when I was small, I thought TMNT was dumb. Then I realized I was super wrong, and it became my favorite thing ever. Then I accidentally adult and forgot about TMNT. If it weren't for you guys, I would have let Rise slip by entirely, but instead, I'm way back in on that TMNT love. Thank you so much for reinvigorating my TMNT hype. Woohoo! You two are the best. Also, should we plan a spoiler barrel about it? Yeah, we should totally plan a spoiler barrel about it. That's a great idea. Watch party spoiler barrel.
Or something.
Just between us people on this here stream. That's very secret.
Just between us.
JJ and Kevin said that they might be up for coming on and doing a kind of head of story commentary on the movie, which would be amazing, don't you think? Hear their perspective on how they broke the story and just like the experience of it. And just look at your face.
I'm amazed.
Oh.
We're gonna get them on here.
Which would be amazing. I'd love to hear everything about everything.
Did anyone check out Colin Stein's Colin Con?
Yeah, we were there. We were actually there.
I was in the background.
We were actually there. I was in the chat. And on the video call, I just was very quiet and barely said anything because there were so many awesome people there. And they all had stuff to say that was much more important than anything I could have said. So I was just kind of chilling and sitting back and listening. April's amazing. April's a good choice for being best. Should you be prepared as a mod for that stream and do something special? That's a good question. I'll think on it. Off the top of my head, I don't think you'd need to do anything beyond just the usual. Just banning anyone who's like weirdly mean about stuff. Or strange and making people uncomfortable.
Fuck them up.
Yeah, that should be about it. But I'll think about it. Ainoki says, for real, the story is really, really good. I love that I focused on one particular character's growth, but it didn't leave anyone else behind. Yeah, they walked a really fine line with it. Between trying to give everyone adequate screen time and making sure that it delivered a satisfying story.
Oh, I missed them. With
a good arc. I think that they did an incredible job. But yeah, LA was amazing. The premiere happened and that was wild. My first ever movie premiere, guys. I got to go on an orange carpet and everything.
It was orange.
It was, yeah, because it was Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
It was at the Nickelodeon Animation Studio.
Did they put an extra carpet?
Mm-hmm.
And it was orange?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So it was awesome to see that and meet people there. And I said that they gave us a ton of pizza, but there were also like Rise character cookies and stuff. They had like a whole table of just like Rise or TMNT cookie snacks and stuff.
Were they based on Colin's mold thing?
They weren't. They were. I was like, are these Collins? And they were like, no, they're not. They were a little bit bigger. I guess they had a bakery make them.
Cool.
They were very cool. You didn't realize we were going to LA, Monster. To be honest, we didn't even realize we were going to LA until like 2 days before. There were many hurdles. You guys might remember that I got ill like 2 weeks ago, and I was worried that I might not be able to go because I'd be too ill. But it cleared up in time. I was also worried my passport wouldn't arrive. We had to actually book the plane tickets in order to expedite my passport, so we could, you know, give them a reason and say, hey, I need this expedited and I'll pay the extra because look, I have plane tickets for this day, so I need to receive it by this day. So we had to just take the plunge and order the tickets before I even had the passport, and then just hope it would arrive in time. And it arrived on like Wednesday, and we were leaving on Monday.
Thursday, I think.
It arrived on Thursday, and we were leaving Monday. And I was trying to recover from the illness as fast as possible too. So it was a really wild time. It was very touch and go for a second there. We also got delayed on the way, and we had to stay over in Orlando. But luckily, because of a delay, it was Virgin's fault. They like gave the hotel for the night. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
A big shout out and thank you to our friend Devin, who put us up for the entire week that we were there and looked after us.
And got us around.
Yeah,
to be honest, the way I was thinking about it was like we weren't sure whether it was gonna like totally happen.
Yeah.
And so we didn't tell people.
A lot of the time it felt more likely that it wouldn't happen than it would.
Because I don't think I could have taken the mental strain of telling people we were trying to do it and then it not happening and then having to tell people that it's not happening. So rather than deal with any of that, we just didn't tell anyone. And we just went. Yeah,
one of the reasons I didn't talk about it all was I didn't want to get excited. Like, I was really scared that I wouldn't be able to go to the Rise premiere, and I would have to, like, everyone else would be there, hanging out with one another and eating pizza and watching the movie together, and I would be here by myself, ill, not able to go. And I was like, I don't want to even think about it or get excited about it in case it doesn't happen. But it did happen! Big shout out also to our friends Laura and Kevin and JJ and Liz, who are just amazing people who we got to hang out with while we were there. And they also looked after us and took us to lots of nice eatery places, and we just got to hang out and it was amazing. We went to the beach.
We did.
I took Mike to Disneyland.
I went to Disneyland.
We went to Disney.
I went to see the Star Wars place. It was very cool.
The Star Wars place is amazing, guys.
Holy shit.
It's amazing. That was my favorite. That was my favorite place for sure. The Star Wars land segment. It was the absolute coolest. It's like really, the way they've built it is so immersive. It really feels like you're there.
I think at this point in my life,
on Tatooine,
a lot of the other Disneyland was like, well, this is fun. This is quaint. Look at it. This is a little bit hokey.
Disneyland. Did you fight a rat? Almost. I almost did.
But then we went through this sort of rock tunnel, and it had this music playing, and it was like this swell of orchestra, and we were like, what the hell is we were in Tatooine.
Figure says, you went to Batu? Yes. Also said, did you eat the beignets? You better believe we ate the beignets. And what are the drinks called? We had a lime.
You had a mint julep.
That's it. Mint juleps and beignets. We definitely did that.
Oh, is it meant to be Batu? It
might be meant to be Batu. Fanak, thank you so much for 11 months. Thank you for the subscription. Good Adam morning. Yeah, those beignets were good. Those beignets and that dipping sauce, they were good. Big thanks to Devin for buying a bag and then sharing them with us. And the juleps were like the ultimate antidote to the super duper hot day that it was when we went. I got burned on my back.
You did get burned on your back.
I did.
I survived. You also got burned in what was it you called it on your forehead?
The Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle. There's a little patch
to the corner of my head.
India's forehead where her parting is, where she just missed with the sun cream.
Yeah, I like did my face, and then I guess I just like circularly missed the corner where my parting is, and so that corner like just burned and got red. It was the Bermuda Triangle.
It's really really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you got burned, but the Bermuda.
Of course you think it's funny that I got burned. It's just like you. Also says when I went to Disney, it was also like 100 out. Yeah, it was way too hot. The Disney day was the hottest day, which was unfortunate because it's very full of people.
Yeah.
And we were masked up almost the entire time because we wanted to be safe. So it was very warm.
Yeah.
But luckily it was cool inside the rides because they had air conditioning. Alex says, man, I went to Disneyland 31 years ago. I bet it's way different now. I bet so. You should go and check it out. You should check out the Star Wars land. If anyone's a fan of Star Wars, it's an absolute must visit. Although, I think ideally you'd wait just a little bit longer until it feels a little bit safer. The only reason we went was because we were like, we might not be back, like, in a really long time. This is our chance.
Has Onster dropped the monster?
Onster, did you drop the monster?
What happened to your monster?
What happens to your monster, Onster? Is the monster inside? Was it inside you the whole time? Hey, Ula!
Did you hide it in Kiryu? It's Kiryu the monster now.
Did you give Kiryu the monster?
The monster got loose. Imagine there's
yeah, oh no, it's loose!
Imagine there's a Twitch channel just called Monster out there.
It's loose! Oh!
I shaved it off.
He shaved it off.
I don't even want to know.
There's monster clippings all over the floor. Oh no.
I need to make room for Onster Kiryu.
Are you taking his first name as your second name? Is that what's happening? It's alive.
Is this like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scenario now?
So yeah, it's been a really long time because I was ill and Mike was ill.
I was ill.
And then we were away. So it's been like 2 weeks. It's been forever. And even before that.
It's been like three weeks.
Yeah.
Sort of. Although I streamed a little bit.
You did. Thank you so much for holding the fort while I was feeling crappy.
Look, it's us. We're back.
We're back. Oh.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, now I gotta go and find it.
It's gone.
Help me find it.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Oh no. Wait, what happened to our banister?
We deleted it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't remember
We decided.
that. Wait a second. Was this when I was ill?
No.
Did you decide this?
No.
Where did our banister
We
go?
decided it together.
That is just an invisible wall.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay. Thank you, Martino, for setting it. Oh no! When one of us spawns, it makes us the other one let go of whatever they're holding, so it just made me throw it again. Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh no!
Can you send it again, Martina? Sorry.
I did that on purpose.
You did it on purpose, you little ass hoot. No!
You threw me.
Stop it! Stop it! I'll never get to see it. Game.
Okay, I'm back.
Are you gonna stay back?
Yeah. It's fine, I won't do it.
No! You little asshole.
No. It's too funny though.
You little asshole.
I'll get it this time. I'll get it this time.
Ready to receive. Don't throw it.
I'm not good. I'm not good at it.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Poor Mike. Mike has a lingering cough.
I have a souvenir.
A souvenir. Oh no. Ba, ba, ba,
But I got my
ba.
Pure Life healthy hydration bottle.
Oh really?
From, well, where's Salt Lake? This is from Salt Lake.
How is it? Is it salty? Did it taste like salt?
Well, now it's tap water from here, but it
Oh,
was.
I see. I see. I see how it is.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, what have you guys been up to the past 2 weeks, huh? Give us your guys' news. I want to hear how you've been.
The stream bomb's not working anymore.
Fnatic sent a chroma with news. I gotta find it. Whoa! What?
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
what?
that's super cool.
This is so cool!
Whoa.
What the heck? Fnatic says I finished the figures. Look at these! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Fnatic, this is so cool! Are you kidding me? Look at them, they look amazing! Don't they look amazing?
They're super cool.
Hey everyone, that's my book!
That's
That's Bridget and the Glim!
Whoa. Whoa. Look at them. That's so cool.
They look so good! I can't believe it! How much do I have to pay you for you to send me one of these? Because I'll do it. I'll pay postage and packaging and I'll pay for the figures.
We need a PO box.
Oh, a PO box.
We need a PO
think?
box, yeah.
But we've only like been sent 2 things in like the past year. Are you sure?
If you PO box,
If you PO box.
things will arrive.
I'm sorry. What was that? One more time, please.
If you PO box,
Hmm?
things will arrive.
Things will arrive.
Yeah.
I don't want to try and encourage people to send us things by having a PO box. Just because that
We'll
feels
find him our
selfish.
address then.
Oh my gosh, Doig, don't die. Have some water. Take a break. Are these closer images? Look! Look, it's the Glim. So this Glim, I think this is the Glim that was modelled by Kawa.
Oh.
So big shout outs to Kawa for the Glim model. And
oh my gosh.
Fnatic for printing and painting. I think that's right. You can correct me if I'm wrong, great? Look at this. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't even.
Super cool.
I can't even. This is so amazing. The whole thing is on your Twitter. I need to go and check that out. I need to go and check it out immediately. I need to get off this just browsing the rise of the TMNT hashtag as I have been for the past day and a half and actually look at your Twitter. Oh, Martina, thank you so much for the link. I'm going to click that right now. I'm going to click that right now. Game! Whoa!
I didn't realize I could do that.
This is incredible. So it was Kawa Toons modelled the Glim and Something Sinister modelled the girl.
Yeah, Sinister
The
did
Bridget.
amazing.
That's so cool. Okay, I've retweeted it, but I'm going to quote retweet and yell about it as well. You guys, you've outdone yourselves. That's absolutely incredible. I never thought that we'd have like a little figure of them. That's the absolute coolest. What? I don't deserve amazing people as cool as you guys making stuff. Your guys are incredible. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so like humbled and overwhelmed. I mean, I don't know if it seems like a big deal to anyone else, but it's like right in the heart. A punch to the heart. Thank you so much. I can't believe you guys made these. They're so good. Oh my gosh. Tell me what I need. You just message me and tell me what you need for me to send, for you to send to me, and I'll send to you for the sending. Whoa.
I'm gonna look up PO Box.
Okay. Feels like it would be a bit of a waste of money considering we don't get sent much stuff.
We don't get sent that much stuff because we don't give out our address.
I don't know. There's something about being like, we have an address to send us stuff. I don't know. It feels like an ask, and I don't like that about it.
Well, think of when we do shipping for our store, we can put the PO Box on that.
I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I see. You mean that when we ship things out on the store, some items that we ship directly from our house, in order to send them, we have to put details on the packages where we're like, this feels weird.
Yeah, so let's get a PO Box.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, the Ayanoki says no, so if you do deserve it, because you're great and wholesome and authentic and talented and help us be great as well. And inspire a wonderful community and are great. Also, Doig all that too. Ayanoki, you're way too kind. Like, we're just two goobers who stream. You guys are all incredibly skilled, awesome people. And you come here and keep us company. Like, we owe more to you than you guys do to us.
I might have had the Rise movie open on a tab that just loaded up.
Oh no, not the Rise movie. Oh no, goodness forbid that we should accidentally play that on the stream. Or even just in the background while we stream. Goodness forbid we give that another view on Netflix. Oh no.
Goodness forbid.
Goodness forbidden. Forbidden goodness.
Alright, how to get PO Box UK.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy that people find what we do to be inspiring or helpful. That's what I want. That's what I want. I just want everyone to realize that they can make amazing things, and they all have it inside them. Many of you are already making amazing things, so you don't even need to hear it, but you know, it never hurts to hear it again. Answer says we've known each other for nearly almost a year next month. Our friendiversary. We have to do something for it. You want to play some Rise? Do you want to run around and Rise at the speed of sound? Leafy Bunart says, did you work on the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the movie remotely? I did, yeah. I was in Ireland the entire time that I was working on it. I moved to England recently, but I was in Ireland while I was working on the movie. Ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Yeah, they had crew from all over the world. Like, I believe Naz, who storyboarded on it, was in Canada. I believe Ife, who storyboarded on it, was in Africa. Laura, who storyboarded on it, was in France. I don't know why I said it like that. France. And I was in Ireland. And there were lots of other people besides who worked on it from different places. Didn't they announce a new Sonic movie last week too? Did they? Was that last week they announced it? Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Sonic the Hedgehog 3!
We knew there was going to be a third one.
We knew there was going to be a third one.
There's a scene.
There's a scene
That's
at the end of a second one.
That's all I'll say.
And we were like, oh, that's what they're doing. Chaos Control!
Come back, no.
Chaos Control!
Well.
I'm back.
I think our stuff's broken, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna
restart
reboot
the
us.
overlay, yeah.
No, but this version of me will die forever. Oh! No. Tabisco, it'll be a year since Extra Life. Oh my gosh. Whoa, what happened to my run there? That was very frightening. I did a whole head wibble thing.
Did a whole head
It was
wibble?
honestly kind of cool. Did you miss it?
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh, that's a shame. You'll never know now.
Where you're like,
Tabisco, we should hang out again at some point. I can't believe it's been a year. We got contacted by someone who was asking if we do a stream event with them though, and it sounded pretty cool. So we might be doing some kind of stream event at some point soon. Maybe we can do some Gartic phone or something and have some people on. Tabisco, you could come and draw with us. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, you all saw it. You all know.
we haven't done anything art-wise yet. Are we gonna? Or are we just chilling?
Yeah, we can do some stuff if you want.
I don't mind.
I was aware that we might chat for longer than usual today because there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there is so much. I didn't even look at you. I asked you guys how you were doing, and then I didn't even read. I'm so sorry. Let me just. I'm gonna like do a little time walk back in chat and just find when that was, so that people don't have to retype. I can't scroll up higher than this. But I think actually. No, I missed it. Wait, is it the fat cat said I was trying to remember what happened the last 2 weeks and I got a huge commission to last me the rest of the month and also my keyboard switch has arrived.
That's so cool.
A keyboard switch? What's a keyboard switch?
Is that like different keys on for a keyboard?
Mate My Way says, been starting my bachelor thesis in animation. That's awesome! Congratulations! Radney says nothing very positive, but I will be going back to doing marching band this month, so that's fun. Radney, what do you play in marching band? Benevolent Knight says you could use Midge to keep your cup noodle closed, which sounds like an excellent idea. Leaf People says started my graphic novel. Heck yes! Started your graphic novel, that's so exciting! Oh my gosh. Yes. We just checked, there's no one else who's given us news.
Do you want to see what I got working?
Yeah. Concomma says, you've probably heard this is a bunch, but the Rise of TMNT, the movie was very good. Thank you. It never gets old to hear. Ever. Me and the others who worked on it really poured our hearts into it. Like, all the storyboarders, like, we really tried to make it something special. So I'm really happy people are enjoying it.
What? Check this out.
Okay. What is this?
It's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Sonic Do Hedgehog 3.
Sonic Do Hedgehog.
Sonic Do Hedgehog 3.
We knew there was gonna be a third one.
We knew there was going to be a third one.
There's a scene.
There's a scene
That's
at the end of a second one.
That's all I'll say.
And we were like, oh, that's what they're doing.
I got Twitch clips working.
That's awesome. They actually play. They actually play. Look how powerful I am.
Yeah, they actually play.
Because normally they
Come
stutter,
back.
right?
No.
Chaos control.
Well,
Because normally they stutter, right, and get all slow and stuff.
yeah. No.
How did you do it?
Oh, it was a line of code.
What, that you balked?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Thanks.
Huh. Chromil test.
And then we can tidy these up as well.
How'd you do it?
It was a chat command. I think it was like tidy crow or something.
Haha! I kicked it out of existence.
You did.
Ha-ha!
Yeah, we did it. The stream improvements from when you were ill.
Michael Booter says Rise got me emotional in places. Really loved it. Us too. All us board artists were like, whenever we did the sad scenes, we were crying. We were bawling our eyes out, listening to like orchestral sad music on repeat, like trying to get into the moment. And we all care so much about the characters that like it was easy to put that into the boards.
Oh yeah. Scribbler was like, oh fuck, I didn't know you could vocalize the Cromwell sound.
Hey,
the
I am the Cromwell sound.
The Cromwell sound is Swifty. Do it one.
Oh!
There you
Oh!
go. Yeah, see?
It's me. Doig just got tired of me doing it all the time. And so he was like, I'm going to record you once and then you never have to do it in my ear again.
It's because you were really loud.
Hey. I am loud.
Because it's louder in person than it is on the stream.
Blows out the mic a little bit every time. I probably have the mic a little bit too close. Hold on. Sorry for the mic sounds. There we go. It's a little bit further. I can call and you can game.
Game.
It's true.
Game.
Can I still do the flying in sounds? There we go. Still got it. Flex.
All right.
Flex squat.
You flexing?
I'm driving. Beep beep.
I
Hey
forgot.
Mike, do you want to come driving with me?
I can't. I do this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a shame. You could have got in the passenger seat. Oh well. Have we seen Onster's new powerful form? Oh, is it ready? Is it ready?
Hold me, and then drive.
Okay.
I
haven't seen it yet.
Onsta Farm.
Yeah.
Onsta Farm.
Onster form. Onster show us.
Yakuza Onsta.
It's like one of those vans with like the little figures on top that advertise hot dogs and stuff.
Who is me?
Yeah.
Am I the hot dog?
Yeah. You're the hot dog.
How dare you?
You're the hot dog. Does that make you feel a little bit better?
A little bit. Hot dog.
The hot dog.
Hot damn.
Hot damn. Hot diggity damn. Onster says I debuted it. Let me get a clip. Ooh, yes. Hey, Mike, time to use your new clip.
Trying to do clip.
Tell me you do, but do a clip.
What's this? A new Farmanville? New model? New show? Sorry, Martina. Only I have that power. I might give it to the mods.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm gonna have some tea while I watch this.
Porky boy! Okay, before I do this, let's read the Cromwell from Porky Boy.
Porky!
Porky, Porky, Porky. I don't know where the thing's gone, but I can read it from the activity feed.
Do it.
Hey, India Doig. I'm first. How come you get first name, I get last name for a lot of people?
Because I always call you Doig, but you always call me India.
That makes sense. All right.
You barely ever call me Swift on these.
I have 3 sheep in the kitchen right now. Sheep A, B, and C. When I put a pumpkin. Oh, sheep A, it doesn't do anything when I put that pumpkin on sheep B. It also doesn't do anything, but when I put it on C, it starts making gourmet food and yells at all the kitchen staff. I guess that's what happened when you put a gourd on Ramsey in the in the kitchen.
That's incredible. a Gordon Ramsay. That's incredible. God, that's convoluted. I love it. Wow. That was effort. It was effort to get there, and it was worth it.
It was very good.
Gordon Ramsay.
I didn't know where it was going at all.
I suspected it might be some really convoluted joke.
Porky, you're the best.
That's amazing. Porky, you are the best.
Great work on the movie, dude.
Yeah.
Tell us all your scenes.
Everybody. Porky was an animator on the movie. with the Flying Bark team. Porky, what was your favourite bit to animate? What was your favourite bit to animate? Michael Moore says, how have ye been? Pretty good.
Pretty
Pretty good. We've been in America.
Oh, we've been in America.
Oh, what have I been in America?
Oh, we've been in America.
Been in America.
Gonna look at my calendar to check out we have a meeting.
Porky says, my favourite was old Mikey doing the video game swirly with his hands before he opened the portal. That was you? I love that scene. Oh, the movement's beautiful in that scene. It's so satisfying to watch, Porky. Wowza, wowza, wowzers. Oh my gosh, I'm geeking out. That's so cool. You did an amazing job. What was your least favourite scene to work on?
No, no.
Did I get Portos? Wow, Portos really is a big thing in LA, isn't it?
It seems to be.
It really is. Like, Devin mentioned Portos to our Lyft driver, and they, like, went off about Portos and how great it was. Like, everyone knows Portos. I did get Portos.
Thanks to JJ.
Thanks to JJ. JJ and his partner, they went and they got a big Portos fruit pie that we had on the first night when we were there. Porky, we were, and we were totally gonna look you up, but there was like zero time. There was zero time to like hang with people, unfortunately. Like, we had stuff on every single day, but we are coming back. And next time we're gonna plan better. Because one of the things we regretted about this time is the fact that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. As well as the fact that we kind of bulked up the flights a little bit. We ended up going an expensive and long route because we booked so late. So next time, now that we've been once, we like know what we need to do to improve our experience for next time.
Yeah.
So next time we go, we'll set aside a bunch of time and we wanna take you out, Porky.
Yeah, we'll do
you out.
less whirlwind experience.
And we'll get some good food. Maybe we'll get Portos. Maybe we can do the wake up at 6 in the morning and get a Portos thing.
You have to wake up at 6 to get the Portos?
JJ said that he drove to Portos when it opened at like 6 and there was already a line.
Holy shit.
But guys, it actually is like really, really good.
That thing
it is actually really good.
Had been made like before 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was so fresh, guys. The fruit tart was like, oh my gosh. It was like, it's the best tart I've ever eaten.
Rodney says, oh right, you asked what instrument I played. I play trombone. Also, speaking of animation, I still look forward to your feedback on Twitter when you have the time, Swift.
Oh, amazing. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Thanks very much. I'd forgotten, so I appreciate it. Everything like this past few weeks, things have just fallen off my plate completely. Like, I feel bad because I took on a bit of freelance, like, just over a month ago. And then the past 3 weeks have just been like cat operations, illness, holiday. And there's just been like no time to do anything. So I'm actually like
less holiday, more just travel.
Yeah, I'm a little behind on where I should be. Yeah, less holiday and more like there was an event we really wanted to go to. And then we tried to get some days either side to make sure that we could see people from the crew. But we still wish that we'd had longer because there wasn't time to do everything. It's
been a weird, stressful time.
Yeah. Heckle Jack says, you seen the recent Splatoon Direct or the Pokemon Direct? No, you guys want to give me the lowdown on it? Maybe we could watch it together here. But yeah, we should check out that Onster clip.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Sonic and I are ready.
Is this a better view? This could
yes.
be a better view. Right. I think this was it.
Let me move Girl in the Glim out of the way. Wait.
It's so powerful. Eric is so cool.
Mike, I can't see it.
You need to
You
be
got it.
elsewhere then.
Whoa, Onster!
Objection.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
That looks incredible.
I can point.
You can point.
I can point everywhere. I'm pointing everywhere. I have poses.
You.
I have poses.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, Onster, that looks so cool.
Do you want to see it again?
When's the next Onster stream I can catch? Objection!
I like point. I want to point too.
You do. I love this. This is Onster's Yakuza form.
So that was made by Outlaw Eric, is that right? That's so cool.
That's awesome.
How do you do the hand gestures?
I guess that you probably have them mapped to stuff on a Stream Deck or keyboard shortcuts, right?
That's awesome.
If we used our keyboard, Mike, imagine how many shortcuts we could have. But then I'd have to have my keyboard plugged into your computer, which might be hard.
What if we... Can you run 2 Stream Decks?
Simultaneously?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Yeah, I figure people who need more buttons probably just plug in 2, right?
Wait, you bought a Leap Motion, so you just... It's just your arms? It's just your arms doing
wait
stuff?
a second, you bought a Leap Motion? Honestly, that's so cool! What the heck? Now you can wiggle your arms around all you want! That's amazing! How is it?
Fuck, that's cool.
And Weeb says Outlaw Eric also made the Dogster from the Animal Crossing streams. Dude is genuinely too powerful. I love Dogster so much. I want Dogster to come and hang out with us on the airship.
Mmm.
You can wiggle. That's so cool. It looks like it works really well. Ula says you can't scratch your arse on stream anymore then. Well, I mean, you can. You just have to be prepared for people to see you doing it. Oh, we got a trashbot tutor. I can speak. A trashbot tutor.
To dust the room.
Hecklejack says teach trashbot tutor to dust the room.
What do you mean?
They could have a little dustpan and brush that they bring out. And they do little sweepies. That'd be cute. Little sweepies. And you could have a little dust effect. Like Wind Waker.
Like
As they sweep.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you could have it activate for like 2 minutes or something when people do the tidy command.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So it's like everything goes back to place and then we see Trashbot wandering around with a little duster.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Martina says, is there a way to automatically get a timestamp when your microphone's unmute? VOD watchers want that timestamp on YouTube. I don't know if there's a way to automatically do it. Is there some kind of command you can use on Twitch, Mike?
There might be a way that I can do it on Stream Deck.
Oh!
So...
Because we could do that every morning if it would help.
Yeah, we could do multiple actions. Did I remember to say that we were live on the Twitter?
I don't think you did. I think you may have forgotten.
Bummer. I got a whole thing that lets us change our name.
But that's Twitter, right? And this would be when we're unmuted.
Yeah, no, sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, you're just talking about something else now.
I'm talking about something else.
Doig.
So I went to the page. Okay, so we can create a multi-action one.
Is this you now talking about what Martina was asking about?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Also, just for you to muse over while you're doing that, Vel Pepper says, hi you two, hope you're doing well. Could I share some news on my end with you guys? I actually asked Doig for a tip about this a while back. I'll answer for Doig. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you sure, yeah.
Please do. And we got a Cromwell from Fnac who says, here's an easy morning riddle I came up with, a Fnac specialty. I'm slower than syrup, but faster than honey. One layer from the face, and I don't make you look lucky. Oh. Sickly to many, a sight I bring to the table, but without me you fall like a hell-stricken angel. Well, that's very poetic. What am I? Huh. Slower than syrup, but faster than honey.
Is it Kiryu?
Is it Kiryu? Is Kiryu the answer? What do you guys think in chat? Anyone got any ideas? Is it egg? Ketchup? Egg on your face? Without me, you fall like a hell-stricken angel. Eggs. Ayanoki says blood. Oh, blood. Oh, it's a cool answer. I kept thinking about things which were edible because of all the talk of table and honey and stuff.
Blood sickly to many.
Felpepper says, I was asking Doig about how one could properly charge for something like an environment design. Long story short, Doig's suggestion was crucial. I actually landed my first 3D environment design commission ever! Oh, congratulations!
How did I help?
I'm absolutely thrilled. I've never had a project I feel this strongly about, and I'm going to get paid to be part of it. That's the way it should be. That is awesome. Congratulations, Felpepper. Slower than syrup and faster than honey. To be honest, I think there's... Like, I don't know the difference between syrup and honey. Apart from the fact that one comes from a bee butt and the other comes from a tree butt.
Tree butt.
In Finland, they do blood pancakes. Is that kind of like blood pudding in the UK? I've never had blood pudding. I'm scared of eating it. Because I know it's just blood. And I'm kind of scared I'll like it.
Stream.
Madman, Apricot, you need sleep. Go sleep. We'll be here. You can check out the VOD. Don't worry, go sleep. We'll be here tomorrow too. It's an actual flour pancake just with blood. Why would they do this? Why does that exist? Is that for vampires? I mean, that sounds very what we do in the shadows. Pal bro, thank you so much for the subscription. How you doing, pal?
Oh wait, delete this. It must be an OBS one.
Though you're still trying to figure out how to do the timestamp thing.
It must be OBS. Muting a thing. Mixer audio source.
Have you guys seen this quiet quitting thing? I'm looking at Twitter, which is on my other screen at the minute, and under like the trending tab, there's an article from Telegraph Life where it says, workers embrace the bare minimum in quiet quitting trend. Now, I've read the article on quiet quitting, and quiet quitting simply is just doing your job without doing a bunch of other stuff you don't need to do. That's such a weird way to put it, quiet quitting, and saying that workers are embracing the bare minimum. By bare minimum, they mean that you're working your allotted hours and not doing overtime. That's not the bare minimum. That's just how it should be for people doing work. Yeah, that's just doing your job. It's so weird. What a weird guilt trippy way to like phrase it, to make people feel like coming in, punching in at 9 and leaving at 5 and doing what you're meant to be doing on paper somehow isn't good enough anymore. That you should be doing a bunch of unpaid labor as well, or apparently you're quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting?
Yeah. It's so weird.
What?
Yeah, I thought when I read quiet quitting, I thought it was going to be something like you kind of leave but don't really tell people you're leaving. You just slowly phase yourself out and stop replying to messages or something. Like, that's what it sounds like it is. But then I read about it and it's actually just you punch in at 9 and you leave at 5 and you don't take your boss's calls on the weekend or stay up till like 10 p.m. doing extra paperwork.
Yeah.
Or go to all the business lunches. It's like, hang on a sec, none of that stuff is stuff you should have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, the shameful thing is expecting workers to do that, not workers not doing that. The shame should be put on the companies for expecting workers to do unpaid, like, unnegotiated extra time because you're pressuring them to. Do you know what? So my first boss tries to get angry at me for doing that, so I actually quit. Good for you, Shnu. Like, there's plenty. Like, you'll get another job, and hopefully it'll be better than that. Let me see what people are saying. Librarian says companies aren't happy with how overworked people realized they are during the pandemic lockdowns, and now they're trying to guilt people into running to offices and doing free overtime, and I shop people don't live to work. I think honestly that's what it is. I think it's more that people are realizing their worth and not wanting to do a bunch of the free stuff that companies demand of them anymore. And now companies are getting butthurt about it. And for some reason the Telegraph, I guess, is on the company's side. So it's trying to spin this wild story about how you coming in at 9, doing a perfectly adequate job all day and then leaving at 5 is quiet quitting. As opposed to just, doing what you should be doing. Answer says Japan work gets like that too, and every time I'll just bounce. Good for you. Astral Library says it should be called Quiet Standing Up for Your Rights. That's great, you're right. It should be. It's a better name for it. Yeah, Chase Mulan says, sounds like one of those, it's probably Mulans, isn't it? Sorry. Sounds like one of those articles that goes, people not getting a raise might actually be a good thing for them. Hey, this dude got fired and, lost all his savings, but here's how it was actually good for him. No.
There was a movie I watched about people flying around who their job was to fire people from other companies, and the part of the process is this is your opportunity to do the thing that you really wanted to do, kind of spiel.
Wait a second. Ainoki redeemed a good luck bonnie hole. Ainoki says, I just realised it's my birthday. What? It's your birthday? Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Ainoki says, I was thinking it's tomorrow without realising that midnight's passed. I would like good luck for my birthday today, please. Ainoki! May good luck follow you all of this day. May you have the absolute best birthday with tons of luck. I hope that really cool stuff happens for you. All the stuff that you were hoping would, I hope happens. And even stuff you weren't hoping, that is surprised, I hope that happens too. Good fortune follows you this day.
All of this day.
And happy birthday. Ainoki, have a birthday. Make it happy. Have a good time. Hope you have a birthday worth remembering.
Bum, 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 bum,
Alright,
bum,
okay, have a birthday, have a good time in the morning and the evening and the afternoon too. Have a cake, have a present, have a friend, have a stream, have watching, have gaming, have reading a book, have cooking something, and have running around, have having a great time tomorrow, today. There you go. The perfectly improvised birthday song. Big happy birthday, Irenoki. I hope you have an amazing day.
India woke up.
Oh, here we go. The Ben Cromwells begin.
She had just returned from her vacation and needed a good night's sleep. Stamps was at the window. He looked different. His feathers were ruffled into a much more frightening silhouette. There was a deadness in his black eyes. Stamps pulled something out of his backpack. It was 3 weeks worth of Cromwell that had been squished together and sharpened into a knife. Looks like India's got some Cromwell. Wow.
I love it.
She's away. She's kissing a cat.
I love it. Sorry, I was kissing a cat's belly while I was listening to that. So it was terrifying and very fun at the same time. Sparrow came through and started rolling all around, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get you.
She got you.
And I got her.
I came up
so cute and furry.
So I went. She was and meeping yesterday. She wanted some pets, so I went to go pet her, and then she like crawled under the trestle.
Yeah.
And then looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." And then I kept petting her, and she purred really hard, and then she scooted away even farther. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna still get you," and she purred even harder. And I realized that when Sparrow wants you to pet her, she makes it even more difficult for you to get to her like it's a game. And I was like, she's playing hard to pet. Get it?
Yeah, I got her as well. Hey little one. Can you guys hear that?
Are you trying to let them hear her purr?
Yeah, she's gonna also jump down now and make me chase her so that I can pet her, because that's just her way. She's like, I require attention, and then she runs away from you, and you have to follow her and give her many pets for her to be happy.
Meep.
I don't know. I tried to let you guys hear her. I held her up to the microphone, but I don't know if you guys could hear her. Martina, what did you notice? What was weird? When there's a new clip, Bautismo posts it. Oh, really?
Bautismo posts it on Twitter. Bautismo just posted a random clip.
Did they? This sounds like it should be happening. This sounds good and normal. Yes. Yes, I'm glad everything's working as it should be.
Wait, into the chat?
Into the chat.
What the?
That's so... Oh, there you go.
What the? Oh, it's not even from us.
It's just a... It's not our clip.
Is it?
Wait, whose clip is it?
Is it? Let me click it. I mean, it's from someone we know, I think. I think that's Kieran.
It's a Kieran clip.
Yeah. So maybe it's like, we know that they're a regular on your stream.
Kieran says, oh jeez. Wait, what is... Wait, Alex did a clip and then it posted an Alex clip.
Oh, people using the clip command, it just gets a random
clip found for user. It tries to find a clip from that user. So it doesn't clip It doesn't show a clip of the stream you're in. It shows a clip that you have made of a stream.
But so did Mystic Gus?
No, or a clip of your own stream? What?
Hang on.
I mean, not that like it's necessarily a bad feature. It's kind of cool.
So Kieran Present Danger used the clip command, and then it showed a clip from their stream.
Yeah, and I think it's doing that for everyone. And if they don't have a stream, it's like, oh, I can't find anything.
That's interesting.
Hey, hello. She's gonna jump on my computer. I see her. What if we do it? I'm assuming it'll post a Doig Swift clip if we do it, right?
Let's try it.
Yeah. Hey you. Don't floor at me. She's like, I want on your chair. You are a ladder. Don't wanna wait all my life.
Oh, and if you use clip, you can also at someone, and then it does the same one that would be found for them.
This is bizarre and new. I had no clue this was a thing. This is quite cool though.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Now we can see all yours clips. All yours. 357 Sneak says, gonna head to bed. Glad to see you two stream again. Good night and good morning, everyone.
Good night.
Good night and good morning.
Good morning. Good night. Okay, so I made a thing, India.
Yeah.
I made it. I made a stream start button on the stream deck.
Okay, do you want to try it now? And we'll see if the chapter appears when Martina uploads it later.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So this chapter will be called
It's
Getting the Chapters Working.
It's not a chapter. It's a stream marker.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
What? I didn't know if chapters were an actual thing.
They are.
They're not. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm gonna because it also unmutes us. If you know what I mean. So when
Sorry
I go.
for the banging. The cat is under my desk. One sec. I'm a get. Go ahead, Doig.
Okay, well I'm gonna mute us, and then I'm gonna press the button because the button also unmutes us and creates a stream marker. So let's see. It unmuted us, and it gave me a tick. I don't know.
So she's chasing her tail underneath the desk.
Aw.
But that's why she keeps bonking her head on the desk.
So yeah, does the stream marker help, or?
How would we know? Until afterwards.
Yeah. Cause like, will that stream marker appear somewhere? Let me have a look.
Let me catch up on chat as well while I'm sipping my tea. Bell Pepper says, I used to work at a big name furniture corporation, and when I was handed an 8-hour task half an hour before closing, I politely declined, and my remote project manager immediately sent me a raging message, snapping and claiming that I was acting like a lowly government bureaucrat. Excuse me? And that I'd be compromising the entire project by refusing to comply. Fuck corporations. Quite quitting my butt. Yeah, I mean, it should be like implicit that if someone gives you an 8-hour task half an hour before your day's done, you're either going to start that task tomorrow, or you're going to have to like finish that task tomorrow and do like half an hour of it now. Like, there's no way. It's not like you're going to stay 7.5 hours after your shift to do this thing that they spontaneously dropped on you, is it?
Yeah, what, you're gonna do half an hour of the task?
Yeah.
And then leave?
Like, that would make sense, right?
did you politely decline to say, I'll do that? I'll do that during my 8-hour shift tomorrow or next time?
It's bad that they were like, you bureaucrat!
I think the stream marker appears on the VOD, but I don't know if it appears. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it'll go out in the export. I wonder what would be a good way
to add a marker.
Yeah, to add a timestamp.
We might just have to do it manually. If there's not a way to do it with the markers. Ooh. Ooh. Izzy the Fat Cat says, I like how the worst thing your manager could come up with was you government bureaucrat. Like, yeah, great insult, you absolute loser. I love that response. Yeah, like, it's not like you were like, I can't do it because of all the forms I'd had to fill in. You're like, dude, there is not time to do this by the end of the day. Let's see. Martina says maybe a canvas with a number that pops in or something, and tidy it when I've written it down. I mean, we could just take a note of like how far into the stream we are when we start, and just send you a little message. If that helps.
I can make it send a message that says, like, stream time.
Yeah.
Into the chat.
Little Puffling says, oh my gosh, I have to tell you all this story of this stupid animation studio. It's not crazy long, just longish. Please tell us. We want to know. Tell us all the stupid stories. Alistair says companies literally want you to manipulate time. Companies literally want chaos control, guys. Martina says that would help, but sometimes I'm late and can't scroll back. I wonder if we can just send it to you as like a DM on Discord or something. Like, that'd be more useful, right? Or even like a Twitter DM.
Well, I'll have a think on it. See what's...
DBS Majora Life says, to be honest, I'm just a horse groomer, but I hate it when bosses go on a power trip. You can, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a horse groomer, you can still experience this. Besides which, that does sound like a very nice job, though. Like, is it therapeutic, grooming horses?
I wonder if I can get it to do like a DM that has the date and then the timestamp.
Scribbling, that's amazing. Scribbling says the loony left is at it again, saying no thank you, and please stop following me to my car, and I'm not doing it, Jim, I'm going home. Ridiculous. Those loony lefters.
Question for Doig, Swift, Onsta, and mods. Who would be which TMNT character? Definitely not asking for fan art reasons.
Well, I mean, I feel like Mike would be Mikey because his name is Mike. But what do you feel like you'd be, Mike?
Raph.
You'd be Raph.
I'd probably Raph.
You wouldn't be Donnie, what with all your stream making?
I don't know. I don't fit into a TMNT box.
You're green. Splinter.
I'm Splinter. I'll take that.
I'm Mikey.
You're Mikey.
I'd like to be like cool like Leo, or smart like Donnie, or tough like Raph. But let's face it, I'm just a goober like Mikey, really. I'm the eternal optimist. Martina says, am I Rupert Swaggart, that picky chef? I mean, unleash the flavor. Flavor. I mean, if we're opening up so that we can be villains and like yokai and stuff instead, that changes things a little bit.
Rice Donnie is a very good Donnie. How does it feel, India, now that, like, you've worked on the movie and all the things you boarded that made it into the movie, it's canon now?
It's wild, honestly. Like, it's amazing to be a fan one day and then the stuff you draw being actually part of the show the next day. Like, that will never not be absolutely wild to me, and also like one of the coolest feelings ever. It makes you a little nervous because you're like, I respect this property and I like this show so much that I don't want to like screw it up by boarding something that either like the fans really hate or that doesn't feel in keeping with the show. You know, it's a lot of pressure. But it's also just insanely awesome.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
been off screen this whole time, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I've been sipping tea. So because I've been doing that, I didn't want to like have my character just stood there not doing anything. So I made myself scarce while I drank the tea. Little Puffling says, "Okay, so this studio went through some changes and a new boss took over. The new boss had previously been working in finance. So when he started, he looked around and to his eyes saw all these artists slacking off, lazing around, you know, taking breaks when they needed and seeming like they weren't working. So he decided that they were taking advantage and not working and costing him loads of money. He implemented a card system to clock in and out to track their hours. This is already feeling bad to me." Artemis says, "I have a question. What kind of version control do you guys use for your projects? Not just animation, but for stream project as well. I'm messing around with it now, so I was interested in what you guys might use."
I think I use Source Tree.
He uses it sparingly. He should use it much more. He should use it much more than he does. In terms of our projects, I just use...
I use Source Tree with Bitbucket.
There you go. I just label my files VO1, VO2, VO3, etc, etc. It can get up to some wild version numbers, but that's okay.
I'm probably gonna have to head off so I can go to...
You have to leave.
I have to go.
Do you got a meeting?
I don't got a meeting, but I should get to work.
Oh.
It
Okay.
can't be silently quitting.
You quiet quitting. You quiet quitting the stream.
Quitting. Yeah, no, I'm quiet. No.
Are you quiet quitting your work by doing your hours?
Is Kurzak streaming? What's Kurzak streaming? What's Kurzak doing? What, Kurzak?
We should raid Kurzak. Kurzak's like hardly ever streaming when we're streaming.
Animating? Oh, let's go.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Animating that cat anim. Oh, like a stream anim thing.
Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out this morning. It was nice just to catch up with everybody after such a long time being away.
Lil Pufflin says, also PS, I love Raph the best.
Oh, yeah, Raph is amazing.
We were talking about how funny it is when people call Raph Ralph. Like, oh, I love Ralph. And like, his name's Raph.
I have
Raphael.
a few friends who are fans of the movie who still call Raph Ralph. And I think it's just because probably they haven't seen it written before, so they're just hearing what's in the show and they're repeating it.
I read a review of someone, and they were like, they mistook Leo for Raph in the review.
That's so strange.
And it's like, can you at least pay attention enough to the movie to learn the characters' names?
Yeah, if you don't know the characters' names when you're doing the review, it's probably not a great sign.
Yeah, it's probably a sign that you
especially not when we say Leo's name as much as we do in the movie.
Yeah.
Leo! That's my rap impression.
Leo.
There it is. Rosme, you just got here. Oh, I'm sorry, about to head off. But we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna raid Kurzak.
And part of my story is about
Oh wait, yeah. Let me finish this story first before we go, because we was halfway through. One sec. I'm scrolling up to find it. There we are. Clock in the morning. If you take a break, clock out and back in. Same for lunch. It was mad. You literally had to clock out to go pee. They would come down on you for not fulfilling your hours. But if you did any overtime, it was literally recorded. They wouldn't pay you. So all the artists stopped working overtime and the studio tanked. They nearly didn't finish projects. It's so dumb that I didn't see or value all the extra labour he was getting. Way to alienate workers and get no loyalty. Yeah, what an ass.
Yeah, so what the system actually backfired because
Yes.
it wasn't accounting for people's extra effort. It was punishing people for being fucking human.
Yeah, people were actually overworking. And he showed them that they were overworking and also made them feel unappreciated and untrusted. Way to go, dude.
Yeah, it's like you can't make up the time. You can't make up no flexible hours. You can't make up the time, so it's fucking stupid.
Ari says I was on vacation for 2 weeks today. Oh, you're starting your vacation or ending it? I hope you have a great time. Or have had a great time.
Yeah, follow Kurzik and sub if you like what you see. Kurzik's awesome.
Kurzik's awesome.
Really cool animator.
She's super cool animator and artist, and she's a really cool mod who helps us out.
Doig in India have to order Kurzik to go grab food after the raid.
Okay. Raid message. Get some eats.
Get some eats in.
Get some eats. Alright guys, see ya. May the rest of your day
Be filled with adventure.
be filled with adventure.
Bye-bye.
Adventure.